If you're truly ready to change your life and get ahead of 99% of people, pay attention and listen closely. The truth is, it isn't as complicated as it seems. It's not about your talent, your luck, or even how smart you are. It's about building the right habits, staying consistent, and having long view to see your vision all the way through. If you stick around until the end of this video, you walk away with a powerful blueprint for success. One that can set you apart from the crowd and put you on a fast track to your goals. Here's where most people fail. They blame external circumstances for their situation. It's not my fault, they'll say. It's the town I'm from, the fact that I come from a poor family, or whatever excuse you can think of. I'm guilty of this myself. But the moment you blame something outside of yourself, you give away your power. Extreme ownership means taking full responsibility for everything in your life, your successes and your failures. It's not about blaming yourself. It's about empowering yourself. Because if it's your responsibility, that means you have the power to change it. You've heard it a million times. It's not about what happens to you. It's about how you respond. And this is where most people fall behind. They blame their circumstances waiting for things to change. But the people who succeed don't wait. They act. Regardless of what's going on around them, ask yourself, what's one thing I can do today to make my life better? Start there. It doesn't matter how big or small the action is. Just start. When you take responsibility, you also take control. And that's what makes all the difference. Most people don't realize this, but time is the only resource you can't get back. It's your most valuable asset. And yet, they waste hours every day on things that don't matter. Scrolling through social media, binge watching TV shows, or talking about things that won't matter in a week. The top 1% pay attention to how they use their time. They track it, protect it, and invest it wisely. You want to get ahead? Write down how you spend every hour for 1 week. You'll be shocked at how much of your time you're actually wasting. Then ask yourself, what's one high-value activity I can add to my day? Maybe it's reading a book that would teach you a new skill, working on a side hustle, or even just exercising. Time spent building yourself is never time wasted. It's easy to get distracted, but the most successful people don't give in to distractions. They use their time to move the needle. Every minute you waste on distractions is a minute you're giving to someone else's dream, not your own. The way you spend your time today will determine your future, so choose wisely. You need to cultivate a growth mindset. A growth mindset is the belief that you can improve through effort and learning. It's the opposite of a fixed mindset, which says I'm either good at something or I'm not. Think about this. Every expert was once a beginner. The only difference is they didn't quit when it got hard. They embraced failure as part of the process. Start seeing challenges as opportunities. Instead of saying, I can't do this, say I can't do this yet. That single word yet changes everything. The key to success isn't avoiding failure. It's using failure to learn from. The best performers in every field fail more than anyone else. But they fail forward. They learn, adapt, and try again with more wisdom and resilience. Growth comes when you push yourself beyond your limits. And that's exactly what the 1% do. They consistently step outside their comfort zone, knowing that's where they'll grow the most. Ask yourself, how can I challenge myself today? It doesn't have to be a huge leap, just a step forward. Small, consistent growth adds up to massive results over time. Choose discipline over motivation. Let's be real. Motivation is fleeting. It's easy to feel inspired after watching a motivational video or hearing a great speech. But what happens the next day when you're tired, stressed, or unmotivated? That's where discipline comes in. Discipline is the habit of showing up no matter how you feel. It's waking up early to work on your goals, even when you don't want to. It's choosing the hard path, because you know it leads to growth. Motivation is a spark, but discipline is the fire that keeps burning. You can't rely on fleeting moments of inspiration to get things done. You need the consistency of discipline to push you through. Discipline is a skill, and like any skill, it gets stronger the more you practice it. Set daily habits, whether it's working on your side hustle, exercising, or learning something new. And once that habit is in place, make sure you commit to it every single day. No exceptions. Most people limit themselves with small goals because they're afraid of failing. But small goals lead to small results. If you want to live an extraordinary life, your goals should reflect that. Write down your biggest, wildest dreams, then break them down into smaller, actionable steps. Don't just dream of earning more money. Decide exactly how much you want and by when. Don't just dream of getting fit. Set a goal to achieve a specific milestone. Share your goals with someone you trust. Accountability is a powerful motivator. Telling others about your dreams forces you to level up because you don't want to let them down. When your dreams are big, you don't have time to settle for mediocrity, and that's exactly how you get ahead. Most people are afraid of hard work. They look for shortcuts, hacks, and quick fixes. But there's no substitute for putting in the hours. Hard work doesn't just help you improve, it also builds confidence. When you know you put in the effort, you carry yourself differently. But don't confuse hard work with being busy. Focus on the activities that actually move the needle. Prioritize the 20% of tasks that deliver 80% of the results. And remember, consistency beats intensity. It's better to work steadily every day than to burn out after a week of grinding. You'll stand out just by continuing while others are quitting. In today's world, skills are the currency of success. The right skill can open doors you didn't even know existed. But not all skills are created equal. Focus on high-value skills that are in demand. Think coding, digital marketing, public speaking, sales, or leadership. Here's the secret. You don't have to be the best. You just have to be better than most. And with the endless resources available online, there's no excuse not to start learning. Master one skill at a time. Once you've done one, move on to the next. Continuous learning is a key trait of successful people. They don't rest on what they know. They always add new skills to their repertoire. Invest in yourself. The return on investment is limitless. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. It's not just a saying, it's a fact. If your friends are unmotivated, lazy, or negative, they will rub off on you. But if you surround yourself with high achievers, their habits, mindset, and drive will inspire you to level up. Seek out mentors. Join communities of like-minded people. And don't be afraid to cut ties with those who hold you back. Your environment shapes you. Choose it wisely. Growth doesn't happen in your comfort zone. The 1% actually seek out discomfort because they know it's the price of progress. They don't shy away from challenges. They run toward them. Why? Because they know that's where true growth lies. Most people want instant results. They start a new habit, and if they don't see progress in a week, they quit. I get it. Even me. When I put in effort to make these videos and then I don't get many views, it sucks. And sometimes can be discouraging. But it's the compound effect of small, consistent actions is what will create results over time. Focus on progress, not perfection. And when you feel like giving up, remind yourself the reason why you started in the first place. The moment you stop learning is the moment you start falling behind. The world is constantly changing, and the only way to stay ahead is to keep growing. Read books, take courses, listen to podcasts. Learn from people who have already achieved what you're striving for. Be curious, ask questions, and most importantly, apply what you learn. Knowledge is useless without action. Getting ahead of 99% of people isn't about being perfect. It's about doing the things most people are too lazy to do. It's about consistency, discipline, and self-improvement. So take ownership of your life. Master your time. Build high-value skills. Surround yourself with winners, embrace discomfort, and above all, stay focused on your goal. The world is full of people who are content to settle. Don't be one of them. Rise above, do the work, and watch as you separate yourself from the pack. Remember, it won't be easy, but in the end, it's worth it. Will you do what it takes?